lead gen secret. Number one, I'm going to share with you that I earned another $100 bonus. And number two, I'm going to share with you that I'm also starting to earn people on 3 levels through my lead gen secret. You can earn down 5. I'm already on my 3rd level. I've only been using it about 2 weeks. I'm going to share with you how to take the emails that you get from my lead gen secret and then import them into your own self-hosted autoresponder, the services I'm using, how I went about setting that up, and how you can verify the emails that you're getting from my lead gen secret. So let's get started. First off, we're going to log into my lead gen secret. Share with you. I'll download my leads first for today because I'm going to share with you how to verify leads that you get. So I'm going to click on my leads, and we're on the 29th. I apologize if I make any throat noises or anything. I've got a cold or allergies or something going on. So I have a lozenge in right now, and I'm on meds and stuff at the moment. So I got 200 leads today, so I'm going to check mark those and download those. I think today's May 29th. So something's lagging on my system here, but here we go, May 29th. And then the service I use is called Remove Bounce, and I'll log in and have it start processing first, and I'll go over how it works. So I'm going to upload a list. Now I'm not going to check mark any of those, but I'm going to choose a file, and May 29th for my downloads, and I'm going to click Upload. And it's going to use a credit for each email. I have 542 credits available. I think the last thing of credits I bought was like 10,000 credits. So if I scroll down here and go to verified list, I believe. And so it is currently going to start verifying that list of 200 people. So we'll check back in a little bit. But before I move on to the next thing, let me share with you how their pricing structure works. It's super cheap. And we're going to go to pricing. What you'd want is you would just buy the simple plan that gives you 10,000 credits. You pay 0.0005 cents a credit for it to verify the email. It looks for different things. It connects to the different email provider and looks up the username. It looks for errors like typos and stuff like that, and just verifies that there actually is an email address with that email listed. And so you don't really save any money until you start buying 50,000 credits, and it goes down a fraction of a penny. So honestly, I think people should start with 10,000 credits. It's only $5, and you can buy that with any credit card. I think you can do it with PayPal as well. It's called removebounce.com. So I'm going to go back to my account. We're verified list here, and it's currently verifying. It's gone through 116 of these 200 leads so far, or I'm sorry, 134 of these leads so far, and 116 it knows are actual, 157 it knows are actual real people. So we're going to go into my lead gen secret. I'm going to share with you my affiliate stats. So I'm going to pause this video, share with you my commissions. So this is all time, and like I said, I signed up, I want to say like the 15th of May. Yeah, May 15th. I've made $713 so far. They've paid out $552. I haven't checked the mail yet today, but I would probably think I'd be getting my check pretty soon here for what they sent out. So that's good. They owe me another $161 in commissions so far. I'll probably request another payout next Monday. So I think we're on Wednesday today, and so I've got a few more days here to make some more commissions, but made another $161 from that so far this week. Now if I do my downline, you get paid down 5 levels. So the first level, you get $5 a month per person. Second level is $4 a month. Third level is $3 a month. Fourth level is $2 a month, and fifth level is $1 a month per subscriber. Plus you get other things, like for instance, if they buy the upgrade, you get another $5. If they decide to buy the upgrade later on, you get $10 because the price doubles. If you get 5 or more people in a week, you get a $100 bonus for every 5 people you generate on your first level. So it adds up pretty quick. So let's do the math here. I've got 26. So let's just say everyone sticks, and I know that's not going to be the case. I know there's going to be people that drop off. But we're at 26 people, and I get $5 a month. That's 130 right there. Then we've got 13 people on level 2, and I've got 4. So 52 plus 130 plus we're going to have one person here that's at $3 a month right now. So that's $185 in recurring residual commissions if everyone sticks. And I don't know what the stick rate is. I mean, people might stick on for a month and decide it isn't for them. There might be people on here that stay on for years. I don't know yet. Like I said, I only started a couple weeks ago, but that's $185 a month raise if everyone stays on. I mean, that's kind of a low price car payment right there, just from promoting this one program. So I think that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to go back to remove bounce and see if that's still verifying. Yep, it's still double checking stuff. It's gone through the 200, and then what it's going to do is it's going to re-verify the unknowns and see if there's any of those that are valid. And so I'm in my lead gen secret. I'll send out a mail because we haven't done that. So let's do master email swipes. And let's do, could you please reply back? And I'm going to import that. This is the upgraded email swipes you get when you buy my lead gen secret. And so could you please reply back? I'm probably not going to put that Monday evening because it's Wednesday here. And so that's good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my email. I'm sorry, my affiliate link. I'm going to put my tracking code on the end here. And so that's end source equals MLGS. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that here. I'm going to get rid of the asterisks. I don't think that needs to be done. And I'm going to paste that here. Now these swipes could be used for anything. You'd probably want to modify them, but I'm just going to, for ease of use, I'm just going to do it as the way it is. I like to use the perfect timing feature. I usually hit preview to make sure my links work, and so I'm going to click on my links. Okay, now with this tracking code, if anyone signs up from this email, I'll know that they came from this email, and that way I'll let you guys know. Well, this is going to go out to 3,100 leads that I have on my lead gen secret right now, so I'm going to send the email. Okay, so I can email again in sometime tomorrow. Alright, so we'll close out of that. And it looks like this is still re-verifying, so that might take a few minutes. Now, I've had a few people ask me, how do I go about getting self-hosting these subscribers, and what do you do with that? How do you get that going? What I recommend is an email autoresponder called MailWiz. You can get it at mailwiz.com. If I click on buy now, I want to say it's $60. Yep, $59 for the application. So you'll need that. And then you'll need web hosting. You're going to want to have a virtual private server. I have different servers, so this is one that's cheap that I did get it to install on. It starts at $3.35 a month. Now you may need a bigger package than that, but you could definitely start out there and go with their $3.35 a month. You get 2 gigs of RAM, you get a 2 gigahertz processor, and you get 20 gigs of storage space that it uses. If you need to upgrade it later on, you can upgrade it, but I think $3 a month is pretty reasonable. You may decide that you want to get like cPanel and other things like that. That's an add-on that you'll need to pay for. I can't remember how much that is. Probably another 10 or 20 bucks a month for a cPanel license to get. But that's an easier way to manage your server. There is a way to use a trial license of cPanel and get started. I don't know how long the trial lasts. Maybe a month, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not sure. That's what I did. Is I used the trial license of cPanel to see if I could get it installed and set up myself. And I did, which I'll show you here, that I do have it installed on, this is hosted on that OVH.com. It's hosted on their network, and so I did set that up the other day. Now, if you aren't comfortable setting that up, there are third-party people that can install MailWiz for you. One person I've used is Sam Mann, and he is at clickstosales.co. I think he charges $290. Well, maybe it's less now. This is $97. He gave me a quote the other day for $297, so maybe he's switched his pricing back down. I told him $297 was a bit high for doing this, but it looks like you could do it for $97, so that's not horrible. That's what I paid him 2016. I paid him $97, and he set me up on Liquid Web, and I've had good deliverability ever since. What I do with that Liquid Web server is, so I've got Aweber and GetResponse and other autoresponder companies, and after so many days, if someone hasn't opened or clicked on an email from me, I put them into my Liquid Web server, and I've got some follow-ups that go out to them and engages with them. If they engage on any of those, I'll continue to send broadcasts to them. If they don't engage on any of those emails, I don't really bother emailing those people anymore. So that's one way that I cut down my costs. I think what he's using now, last I heard, was DigitalOcean that he's recommending people use. I don't know if he's got it listed here, but I think that's what he had mentioned when I talked to him. Yeah. He mentions DigitalOcean, and then it's I think $10 a month for a DigitalOcean account. I did sign up for one the other day with DigitalOcean, and I just haven't set it up myself yet. I wanted to get experience with setting up MailWiz myself, because I think it's a good thing to know a little bit about how to do some of this stuff. I do think overall it's better to just pay someone to do it, but I did want to tinker around with it a little bit to learn a little bit more of the ins and outs of getting better at email deliverability, because a lot of the email deliverability stuff is pretty technical, and I just wanted to better understand it in case I needed to help anyone that's signed up under me in my lead gen secret, or to better communicate with an outsourcer. I just wanted to have a little bit more experience. But anyways, it looks like he's charging $97 one-time fee to install it, and I think that includes a couple months of hosting, so that's a pretty good deal. And it looks like he's thrown in a domain too, so that's not bad. Like I said, it does inbox for me when I've had him do it. Now, MailWiz themselves, they do have an install service that starts at $69. They do have some add-ons. I don't know if you're going to need any of these add-ons, but that's something you could talk to them about. And they suggest a couple different providers, and then they share with you what you need to give them. And they do talk about what the upgrades are in case you need any of that. But that starts at $69, and they'll install and configure MailWiz for you. I have no idea how good the delivery is on the one that they set up for you. I know when I had Sam do it, I've had really good deliverability with them. Now there's Fiverr. You could search Fiverr, and I've seen people that'll do it. Like this one starts at $5. Let's see what you get for $5. Looks like they configure Power MTA and SMT, so that'd be for a desktop or remote hosted application. So that doesn't install MailWiz. Let me see. So standard is the one that they'll start doing stuff. So for $25, they'll start installing MailWiz. I think you need to buy a MailWiz license as well. You'll need to talk to them. And then their $35 one, I haven't used this guy, so I don't know how good they are, but they've got 5.0 stars and 83 reviews, so I assume they're pretty decent. This is $35. It looks like it takes them 2 days, and that one includes everything in basic and standard, and then he gives you some guides to help you be a better mailer and inbox better. So that's probably well worth the extra $10 to do that. So I may end up hiring him just to set up a server, just to see how he does. I've seen other ones that do it too that are reasonable. I've seen other ones that are quite expensive. I saw one the other day that was $1,000. That's overkill. You don't need to pay someone $1,000 to set this up for you when you're getting started, but there are people on Fiverr that do that, so it could be a skill that's worth learning, because apparently they're selling it. But here's another one that's $5 to start at. That's basic configuration. Let's see what that includes. So they'll install the software for you, it looks like, and then it goes up to $150 if you want them to do some more advanced stuff. So there's a lot of different people on here you can try and start with. Like I mentioned, Sam has done it for me. Looks like he's charging $97 now, one-time fee to do it. MailWiz does offer one that's $69. So I guess I wouldn't personally pay more than... I definitely wouldn't pay more than the $97 right now if that's the price Sam is actually doing it now. The other day he was charging $297, so he might have decided to come down in price. Maybe it was hard to get anyone to convert at that price, but yeah, $97, I don't think that's bad. Otherwise, there's a lot of people on Fiverr that you could do. Now, another option would be a thing called Inboxing Pro. This is done by David Henry, and this uses MailWiz. It's hosted on his server, and then I believe what you're required to do is just get a domain name, and then you're going to need accounts with third-party senders. They have it integrated with 17 different providers. I think MailWiz integrates directly with those 17. 5 of them provide some free monthly allowance to get started. So you would buy, I think you subscribe to Inboxing Pro, it's maybe $50 a year. You'd get a domain name, and then you would sign up for these different accounts. So you might do SparkPost or Mailgun or MailJet or SendGrid or Amazon and sign up for an account. And you'd set up your emails and have them go out through Inboxing Pro, and you just follow their directions to get started. So that's something you could do. There's lots of other providers that you can pay a little bit of money for and use as well, but that's an option to try out, and that's something I may tinker with as well, because these are things that should inbox really well. Now, the thing about these third parties is they're kind of picky, and so they might go, hey, your open rate's not very good, or your clicks aren't very good, or you're getting a lot of bounces and stuff like that, and so they may shut you off. So just keep that in mind, that these are leads that don't know you. They didn't sign up on your website or anything like that, so they're not used to getting emails from you. So it may take some warming up to get them to know, like, and trust you. Now I'm going to check my remove bounce and see if it's done verifying. It looks like it verified this list. It found 186 that are valid of the 200. Found 8 that it didn't like, and 6 that it weren't sure of, and I think 1 was a catch-all. So what I can do is I could download everything. That's the catch-all. I can download the all list. I can download the valid list. That's the one I will do. I could do the detailed. I could download the invalids, or I can delete it. And so what I would do is, because I'm just going to import these, is I'm going to download the valid list. Okay, so that's valid. And I'm going to go to my downloads, and I'm going to open this up. Now, one thing about MailWiz is it has some predefined fields. So my lead gen secret will put date for the day someone signs up, and my lead gen or MailWiz doesn't like date as a header, so I'm going to change that to day. And so these are my leads that came in today from my lead gen secret. I'm going to go to MailWiz. Now what I did is I set up 2 different lists in MailWiz, and I'm going to share with you how this works. So I set up a list. These are MLGS is the ones that I'm importing them into, and then what I did is I have it for everyone that opens, they move to this opener list. Excuse me. So I'm going to go to my autoresponders, kind of share with you how this works. So I'm going to, I'll just create an example here, and so we'll just call this demo MLGS. We'll just say demo. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to show more options, and then actions against subscribers upon campaign open. So I'm going to click the box there. I'm going to probably just copy them is what I would recommend doing, and then opener. Then I'll do save and next. Then I would write out my email, or I could take my email swipe from my lead gen secret or whatever my offer is, but this is the body text of my email, and here's a link. And so I'm going to just highlight that, and I'll type in, well, we'll put my lead gen secret. I'll put my lead gen secret 2 just to keep it separate, and I'll do OK, and then I would do save and next. Then I would change whatever day. So 0 would be when they first get imported. Speaking of which, you're going to want to include your imported subscribers and include current subscribers in case you already have people on there. So I think I've got like 10 days on there, so I'm going to just put 11. I'm going to cancel this once I set it up, but I'm going to save and activate, and that's all you have to do. It's automatically going to move any opener over that opens that email. So I'm going to delete that because I don't actually want that email to go out. And so I set up one the other earlier here, and it's at 188, of which 3 open. I did have 7 bounces. The bounces were people that were on AT&T. So apparently my IP address is listed on AT&T's spam list. So probably the person before me that had this IP address was probably doing some stuff. I think OVH has a lot of email spammer people, because that's how I found out about OVH, is through a friend that is a spammer. So I click on lists here. There's my lead gen secret, so I'm going to click on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on subscribers, and then I'm going to click on tools, import CSV, and what I'm going to want to do is import the valid leads. So we'll click the valid one, upload file, and this will upload the 186 subscribers, and it's doing that. So it's going to send out emails to those people right now through MailWiz, and then every single day, I think I've got like 10 days worth of autoresponder follow-ups in there. They're going to get messages, and I'll probably add some more emails in here, but just something quick and simple. And so it's starting to send out to those people now, and we'll keep an eye. Like I said, I mean, my email is more like a broadcast here. It's not anything that's even a welcome email that it does as my subject line. It's "May the list be with you," and it definitely is a huge Star Wars reference, is the entire email. But I just wanted to see what would happen and be totally fair and upfront about it. Like, for instance, when I have it on my other server, I'll share that one so you can see, because I've been importing leads over to that. And so if I go to campaigns, autoresponders, and then I want to say it's probably page 4 here. It's "Hey, let's get started." I've sent that to 5,000. I've had 177 opens. Now I did have 2,000 of those people bounce. The reason for that is my server, I have it so it doesn't send out to Hotmail right now, because I'm having an issue with Hotmail, and probably 30 to 40% of the emails right now are Hotmail that come from this. So I'll just share with you, show proof of what that is. So yeah, I have it so it internally doesn't send MSN, Hotmail, and Outlook and stuff like that. So I just have that there. Every once in a while I'll get a soft bounce or hard bounce for other things, but most of the time it's been internally blocked. So almost 2,000, 1,967, 98% of the bounces were internally blocked because it was Hotmail and MSN and Outlook, which I not currently delivering on this server. My hard bounces were 26, my soft bounces were 12. I didn't bother verifying them on here. This is a server that I mail quite a bit through, so I wasn't too worried about it. My opens rates, I had 177 unique opens on the first message, and I've had 25 people unsubscribe. Had 36 people click the link in the message. Also had some people sign up for the thing that was in the follow-up sequence for this. So it gives you an idea that this is a server that's been around for a few years, and the subject line was something that was, like, "Hey, welcome to this message." It's, "Hey, let's get started." That's obviously something that's more like, "Oh, what's this that I signed up for?" Whereas the email here, which is "May the list be with you," is not exactly like, "Hey, welcome, thanks for signing up," type of thing. And it's going to have a lower open rate. So I'll keep an eye on that over the next few days while I import more people. Something to keep in mind. Now, I did just import like the 200 leads for today through here. If you're on a brand new server, you probably don't want to start out with that many. You might want to start out with like 10 or 20 or 50 people. I would initially start out with putting your own emails in for like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail. If you got an AOL account, there's a lot of AOL leads that come from my lead gen secret. If you've got a third party let's say you have like Comcast or Charter and you have an email with them, it might be worth putting them on there, just because it's good to know if your emails are getting delivered and inboxed on those different accounts. And so that's something to do. I did mention, start small. People that are initially on My Lead Gen Secret, you're getting 100 leads a day before you sign up anyone else under you. If you sign up someone else under you, you get 200. Let's say you get 100 leads a day. Well, you might want to verify those 100 leads and send maybe 50 of them or so through the first day and see how it does. And then the next day, send the other 50. And then you'll verify that day's leads. And then you might up it from 50 to 100 leads a day that go through if it seems to be inboxing well. You kind of slowly ramp up doing this. And then same thing, if you're getting 200 leads a day, you probably don't want to start with 200 emails a day that you are importing into this. Slowly ramp up, do 20 or 25, 50, 75, 100, and so on and so forth, and just kind of slowly bring it up until you're at the point where you can bring in the 200 leads a day. And 200 leads a day is 6,000 a month. What I think where people are failing with My Lead Gen Secret is they're going, oh wow, I'm getting 3,000 leads a month or 6,000 leads a month, depending on where I'm at. I'm going to make $3,000 a month or $6,000 dollars a month, because they're thinking it's $1 a subscriber a month, and I think that's going to be really unlikely. There's probably some people that are going to do that, but I think it's really unlikely to have that kind of expectation that you're going to do that. These are leads that don't know you, they don't trust you yet, they don't like you yet, they didn't actually sign up from your video or blog post or anything like that. They're not familiar with you at all, so you're gonna have to warm them up. And so you warm them up, and why I did it where I'm moving the people that are opening over into a secondary list. That secondary list is the one that I'm actually going to send broadcasts out to, or I may decide to move those openers over and put them on a different autoresponder. I would be much more willing to move the openers over and import those into Aweber or GetResponse, just because they've already been verified through remove bounce. They've already shown an interest in opening emails from me on my own third-party VPS server. They've probably clicked some links, so they've already seen my emails, my name. They're going to be less likely to complain. And then I could see importing those people into like Aweber or GetResponse, because you're technically moving them from your other autoresponder, and that would be much more terms of service compliant with a lot of different autoresponder companies, because you're already mailing them from your own server. And so that's something to keep in mind. I think a lot of people go, oh, I'm just going to dump these 200 leads a day into Aweber and GetResponse, and I think that's a recipe for disaster. One, they're not verifying the emails, and two, those emails don't know you. They don't have a clue who you are, and so you kind of wash them with the remove bounce, and then you clean them all up by sending them through your own VPS. And that way you're building a relationship with them a little bit. And then you could either send broadcasts out through the VPS, or you could import those leads into a different autoresponder and send your broadcasts out to. And so I think that's the way that people are going to really see a lot more success with these leads. Another thing that I know I mentioned the other day is taking the leads that you get from My Lead Gen Secret and then dumping them into a Facebook custom audience and doing Facebook ads to get them to like your page, get them to sign up for your messenger list, get them to follow you on Instagram, get them to check out your blog posts. You could do Facebook video ads, you could do Facebook lead ads, and that way you could connect that up with like Aweber or GetResponse and have it so people have to opt in directly to get on your broadcast list. And so that's going to give you some cheaper retargeting, because these are supposedly people that are interested in business opportunities and making money from home, making money from the internet. And then you're going to, get them to kind of raise their hand and go, oh yeah, I'm into that, and I'm interested in that. And that's going to help you build your social media following, help you build your actual email list, help you build your messenger bot list. There's a lot of things you could do with these leads that I think a lot of people are leaving on the table, because they're just thinking, oh, I'll send out from their mailer and I'll instantly get rich. And I don't think that's going to happen. I have made some sales from their mailer, and I've tracked it back to that. I've been able to show that the lead actually comes from the leads they gave me, or the sale actually came from the leads they gave me, one through their own tracking links, and two from looking up the names of every person that's bought. And I've been able to find some that have been in the CSV files of the leads that they've sent me, and it matches the information. And so I know of at least 2 sales that I've made that way, and I'd have to double check some others because there's a few others that I don't know exactly where they came from or who they are because I wasn't familiar with their names. I hadn't seen them buy anything from me before, so I'll have to look up those people. But I know of at least 2 that have come from mailing from their from the My Lead Gen Secret mailer, mailing out to their leads only. And so that does give me some hope that there's a lot of legitimacy to these leads. I've also had people that have come in that I've imported into my own autoresponder here, and they've replied back to some of my messages. They've asked questions, they've commented on things. I've had some hate mail. I've had some people thank me for things. So that does give me an indication that there are some real people connected to these leads. So take that with what you may. I recommend signing up for My Lead Gen Secret, giving it a shot. It's a $30 setup and then $30 a month. So you're going to outlay $60 up front to get access to this. You're going to get 100 leads a day or 200 leads a day, depending on if you refer anyone. The referral program goes down 5 levels deep, and it's recurring commissions. If you decide to pick up the one-time offer of the email swipes, it's $29.95. That was the 30 different email swipes. I have made sales with those email swipes, so I do think that's starting to pay for itself already for myself, and it will pay for it when I actually send out those broadcasts to my email list as well. So I think that's a worthwhile thing. If you've got the cash, don't let it stop you from getting into My Lead Gen Secret. You'd be better off setting up a VPS and putting MailWiz on it and paying someone to set up MailWiz for you than buying their additional email swipes. But if you've got the money to invest in the swipes, pick them up, because the price will double once you're logged in, because I have had several people that have bought. Once they've logged in, they've decided, I want more emails to send out, and I want them done for me. And it goes from $29.95 to $59.95. So if you think you'll use them, buy them. I mean, you'll be able to continue using those for forever. You own them. So just keep that in mind. You can get started pretty reasonably here. I'm looking at this as I've already made over $700 from My Lead Gen Secret. I've also had some people sign up for some other stuff from My Lead Gen Secret, so I'm not even counting any of that stuff, but just from My Lead Gen Secret itself. And I'm at like $185 a month in recurring. If people stick, I don't know if they will, but I'm basically seeing this as I'm shelling out $30 a month, $1 a day, and it's more than paid for itself for a couple years already for my subscription to it. And that's only going to grow as people stay on and more people come on. So I think that's I can't really say that about other traffic sources where it's been able to be paid for a long time to come from very minimal effort. So keep that in mind. Give it a shot. Click the link. I mentioned MailWiz as my self-hosted autoresponder. I mentioned a couple places that you could have for someone could install it. I mentioned a hosting company called OVH that I was able to install it myself, and it costs $3 a month, and it was decently easy to do. So that might be something worth trying. I shared with you how to set up emails in MailWiz. I shared with you how to track leads and move them over. I shared with you how to mail. I shared with you the proof of commissions that I've been making from My Lead Gen Secret. So I think that's a pretty good update for today. You've got some ideas. You know what to do. Click the link, pick up My Lead Gen Secret, and I look forward to helping you get started mailing these leads. Have a great day.